Alright guys, now we're going to talk about press molding. You can see I built a bench here. This is 2x12. Got our gun set up. We're doing a SIG 226 with Surefire X400. Now, foam. Good, thick, heavy molding foam. You can buy it from anywhere. I'll have some links up on in a do-it-yourself place to where to get it. And, yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of good places. This is one of the things we're going to offer in the do-it-yourself section that can save you some money for probably, I'm going to guess, in the neighborhood of $5. And I guess I shouldn't have said that. I hate giving prices on videos because when it's not the same 5 years from now, when somebody goes to the website, they're going to go, your video said it was $5. As of, what is today? February of 2014. I'm saying it's going to be $5. So, for about $5, we will press your gun into the color Kydexes you want for the handiness you want and send it to you. That way you don't have to go through these steps. These polymer guns. I have a Glock 19. It's a Glock 17, obviously. Let's do a safety check for the video Nazi or the safety Nazis. Yeah, my gun's loaded. Always loaded. Anyway, if you press these polymer guns in this stuff, you are going to crush the pistol grip. I know there's some do-it-yourselfers. I've seen some videos say, wow, you can't hurt it. Wrong. I've done it. I have a Glock 19. This is a Glock 19, incidentally. This gun was loaded too because it's in a holster. It's loaded. I ended up having to heat this pistol grip up later and remold the pistol grip because I was confident with thermoplastics because I crushed that pistol grip by doing this. You are going to thermoform this gun at 300-400 degrees. It's plastic. You can melt it. So anyway, 2 stages here. 2 pieces of our foam board. The other thing you're going to need is top board, which I very strategically made myself, a 2x12. You're going to see these guys telling you, well, you need a book press, and you have horseshit. You do not need a book press. A good old-fashioned 2x12 will work just fine. I have made, before we got into the vacuum pressing, I made a lot of holsters this way. A lot of holsters. Alright. So we got one place here where we're going to put our Kydex. We got our gun all tuned up. Learned that in the last video. You should have yourself a couple pieces of gloves. What else are we going to need? That'll work. So we're going to take, oh yeah, you're going to need some clamps. These speed clamps work great. This is what I use 99% of the time. Speed clamps work great. The other thing you might want to have handy, because you do need all the corners compressed, is I have these quick clamps here that just, I can speed lock them close and then I can add the desired amount of pressures. Keep 4 of them handy too. So we're going to put our guns on. It is time to mold the one side of this pancake holster. So we'll take our handy dandy Kydex. This is going to move pretty quick because you don't have all day to do this. Throw it on there. Throw our gun in our pre-drawed little holes. Now we are going to throw that on there. Slide this down just slightly. Yeah, that's good. We're going to throw that top book on there. One. I like to crush them till the foam meets, and maybe 2 more little things. See how that foam met? On the back side, same thing. Now, on that edge is pretty good. This edge over here is up just a little bit, so I'm going to throw one of these on there. I'm going to run that down just a little more. Like I said, trying to get it to where the foam meets. If it doesn't meet exactly, now see, I rose that up a little bit. You got a decent amount of working time here. A little bit of pressure on that. Don't want to crush the foam too bad. Another guy I seen on a do-it-yourself video says you want to clamp these down as tight as you could possibly get them. I disagree. That's his style. This is mine. Get that down there pretty good. Hell, we don't even need one over here. We're going to put one on just for the sake of the video. Just a little bit on there. Alright, now, it's in there. It's molding. It's about, at this point, I don't know what that took, a minute or two. It's probably about 40% molded. Do not use, on the side out here where you got a little bit of Kydex sticking out, do not use that as a guide for whether the Kydex in the middle is cooled down or not. The Kydex in the middle is in there. This is, the foam acts as a heat retention system, blah blah blah. So you need to give it a little bit of time to go ahead and cool down. 4 or 5, 6 minutes. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you about this step in the process. Oh yeah, if you screw this up, it's not the end of the world. Take Kydex, take your heat gun, which you are going to need a heat gun or a really good hair dryer for this. Heat guns are better. Your wife's hair dryer will work. If you use your wife's hair dryer, don't tell her. If you get your mold right, you don't have the rake right, whatever, for whatever reason you decide this didn't work, heat it back up, flatten it back out, do it again. And not going to hurt it. Not going to hurt it one bit. Sorry about the dogs, they're out there going nuts. But, hold on a second, apologize. Be quiet, Danes. Sorry about that, got Great Danes outside every now and then, they'll get to barking at each other. But, this will be it for this setup. When we come back, I'm going to have this one and another one done. I'm going to do the other side of it. Now, actually, I'm going to do the video on doing the other side and how I line it up and all that. So when we come back, we're going to be setting up the other side.